Hello and welcome back. Susan Zummo here, intuitive and originator of soul patterning harmonics. I was reminded this week that we are multidimensional beings, and that means that we exist in all places at all times, including this one. And the reason that I was reminded of that is because I was also reminded that not everybody goes through the same things at the same time. So, in the past couple of weeks, we have been talking about symptoms, right? Ascension symptoms, energetic symptoms, all the things that are happening to many of us. But not everyone is going through that at this time. And sometimes that may cause us to wonder, are we progressing? Are we moving along? Are we integrating the energies? Why is nothing happening to me? Why am I different than what I am hearing happening to other people? Well, I was reminded that because we exist in many places at many different times, that the you that is watching these videos may not be the you that is going through upheaval or a plateau cycle or even an achievement cycle. That you or those yous may be going through their own cleansing processes, their own releasing processes. They may be taking the first hits of the energies that are pouring in through all the different universes and from all of the different planets that you are existing on, and they may be experiencing symptoms that you are not at this time. You are connected to all of the yous in all the places and times that you exist. And so they may be drawing from your energy, from your centeredness, and from your place of strength and calm. It is unlikely, they said, that all of you will experience upheaval in all of the times and all of the places in which you exist at once. So even though all time is simultaneous, we experience it differently than that. We experience it as a linear experience, right? A linear event. So putting it in that kind of perspective, they said, if all of you were experiencing extreme changes all in one moment, that you would explode, that it might be difficult for you to integrate all of that shifting all at once. And so because you are connected to all of you in all of the places that you exist and all of the times that you exist, energetically, it is a connected highway, a feedback loop, if you will. So what that means is that as any part of you experiences something, processes something, elevates themselves in some way, that energetically, that frequency feeds into every single aspect and every you in all of those places and times. So if nothing is happening to you at this moment, if everything is going well and you're not having any of the symptoms that we've talked about, I don't want you to be concerned or give it a second thought. Know that you are holding space for other aspects of yourself to evolve, that you are holding energy and frequency for all the other yous that may be drawing on that in order for them to elevate, in order for them to move along their ascension path as well. So I just wanted to throw that out there for you as a reminder. In all of the meditations and workshops that we've been doing, we have been heavily focused on calling in all aspects of self in every time and place in which we exist so that we can become unified. And energetically, as we become whole within the body, within ourselves, all of that exchange of energy frequencies can take place, and we can move into a greater moment of expansion. When we become completely whole right? We move into the totality of ourselves, and that's a place of great power. That's a place of great ability, and it's a place of great opportunities as well. So this is something that we want to keep in mind, especially as we start to move into the month of July. Because during the month of July, those of us who have a lot of fire in our charts, in our beings, are going to be fired up. We may feel the need to move. We may feel the need to take action. We may feel the need to clean out, right? To change the environment, to change the home, change wardrobes, change something about ourselves, take action in a decisive way. It may mean changing a job. It may mean changing relationships. It just may mean changing the things that are now more appealing to us and letting go of the things that are less appealing to us. There will be many people during the month of July who will go into a cocoon state as opposed to an action state. And we must all remember to honor where we are. Some of us have a strong need to turn within, to pull away from socialization, from society, and cocoon ourselves so that we can emerge in the fall as a new and different being. Some of us have already done that, right? We've done that during the earlier months of this year, and we are emerging now. However the energies hit you, I want you to honor that. The time for comparison is not now. It's good to know that the things that happen to us are not only happening to us, but it's also important to remember that we are unique individuals and we may not follow the crowd. So if you are or if you aren't, that's good. If you see that the world is doing something and you're feeling or doing something different, don't be concerned about that. We must follow our own paths and our own cycles and understand that we create to the great symphony. We contribute to the great symphony of life. We are not a single note, right? So I want us to remember that and think about that. We are going to be heading into July, and I was told this morning that the energies of the Lion's Gate would be coming in early this year. And so for some of us, we may already be anticipating, sensing, or feeling some of those energies coming in. Don't be surprised if the Lion's Gate frequencies start to pour into you by the first or second week of July. Things are shifting, and old structures are also expanding and changing. So I don't want you to be limited if you're starting to feel things and experience things before others. I also do not want you to feel judgmental about yourself if you're not. Being more sensitive does not necessarily mean being more advanced. You should remember that. Sometimes being more sensitive means being less healed. And so wherever we are, we want to honor that. If you're sensing or feeling something in advance, that's great. That means a part of you has already gone out there to experience it and is bringing that experience back into the now, back into this body where you are at this moment. If you haven't done that or you're not feeling that, it means that you need to be where you are right at this moment instead of out in the cosmos traveling around. It means you need to be in your now rather than exploring your future. And that's okay too. Some of us will even be exploring our past and bringing that into the now in a new and different healed way. And so there's a lot going on in these summer months. It is a time to relax, but it is also a time to change. It is a time to look inside and take stock of where you are. For those of us who are experiencing the winter months at this time of the year, you know what I'm talking about, cocooning. you understand the going within. And so don't feel like you need to get up and go do something. However, depending upon where you are in your own cycles, you may take this time to change your inner, to change your environment inside the home, inside the self, right? So all kind of different things are applying to everyone in every different circumstance in which they find themselves. The moral of today's message is we are all where we need to be, we are all unique, and we should not be concerned if what is happening to others in our spiritual community is not happening to us. We are all changing, we are all growing, and we are all moving in the right direction. I know this. I just wanted to give that reminder as it was given to me today. I hope that you have a fantastic week. This is going to be a shorter message than usual just because I have a lot going on at the moment. And so I'm in a take action period of my cycles, right? That doesn't mean that everybody else has to be. So based on that, the messages are going to be short, sweet, and having said that, they're probably going to be longer. I just don't know. In any event, I want you to know that we have the cafe coming up in August. We have classes coming up in September and October. I invite you to reach out, and I really hope that you check out the Foundations workshop. This is going to be a phenomenal workshop for you to take at your own pace when you are ready for each of the 4 modules, and I think you will find it very helpful along this path. And I think it will put things in perspective for you and give you lots of tools that we have touched upon but not delved into. So until next week, I wish you all happy July, happy summer, and many, many blessings.